We are changing the world. We are altering ecosystems, changing landscapes, wiping out species at a speed 10,000 times greater than that required by nature to make new creatures appear. Man is the new vector of change as meteorites and continental drift were in the past. And in this global process, we are all contributing to the change. Immersed in an artificial world that we have created, we now look at nature from a new perspective, which makes us see that the world has its limitations. In response, our more advanced societies, with the best will in the world, promote initiatives to protect and conserve the last remnants of virgin nature. But playing at being gods shows just how complex the network of life is, and how complicated it is to move even a single piece of the intricate natural equilibrium. The Valdés Peninsula on the east coast of Patagonia in Argentina was once a center of the whaling industry. For decades, the harpoon ships devastated populations of the southern right whale until they were on the very edge of extinction. And then our species took a step back and remedied its mistake. Since 1983, the Valdés Peninsula has been a sanctuary for the large southern cetaceans. Here, the large right whales rest and reproduce, and their numbers have gradually risen. But in our pragmatic world, conservation is only possible if it brings income for the populations of the places in which it is practiced. And so, along with the creation of the national park, the tourist industry was also developed, and this has proven to be very lucrative. So far, so good. But in this process, there were some elements that were not taken into account, and one of those was the seagulls. Seagulls and some other marine birds, such as the skuas and petrels, are great opportunists. Along the southern coast, they take advantage of all the existing food resources, and in an entirely natural way, they have fed on fish, bodies thrown into the sea, molluscs, and in the breeding season the chicks and eggs of a number of marine birds. These resources were limited, and this in turn limited the populations of these opportunists of the sea, until tourism arrived in Valdés. Today there are so many seagulls which attack the large whales, ripping flesh from their backs, that the cetaceans have been forced to change their behavior. The growing numbers of tourists led to immediate growth in the towns and villages adjacent to Valdés. The hotels, inns, restaurants, and craft shops multiplied, but no one controlled the waste produced by them, and large waste dumps grew alongside the new settlements. These waste dumps became an inexhaustible source of food for seagulls and skuas, and their populations grew alarmingly. And today, paradoxically, the seagulls have become the greatest danger for the protected whales of the Valdés Peninsula, forcing man to seek new solutions.